It's me, Tony, back for issue 53 of Star Trek, the official Starships collection. In this case, the Klingon Augments Ship. As usual, you get a nice glossy magazine and the model itself. So more on that in a moment. So we'll get. It just occurs to me that I've been at this for 2 years. Yeah, because issue 53, 2 years. You know, and we're getting at least 100, plus a couple more specials and 2 Mirror Universe issues, which should be cool. And hopefully the shuttles, we get the shuttles. But anyway, we'll get straight onto this. Klingon Augments Ship. Specifications obviously. Type, attack ship, in service 22nd century. Length 70 metres approx, 70 metres. Top speed warp 5, crew 5 standard. Defensive armour. Weaponry, disruptor cannons and torpedo launcher. And we get a lovely CG vendor, which is the same one from the front cover, but that's never a bad thing. And it shows you, and it's going into the history of the ship. In the 22nd century, the Klingon vessel, widely held to be tactically superior to Starfleet's best ship, which was the NX class. Even much smaller vessel used by the Klingon Augments could match the Enterprise NX-01. And then we've got various images from the episode itself. I think it's the Augments, which is quite a good episode actually. The Augments and Divergence. It explains the Klingon forehead ridges, which is quite cool. Marab and the other Klingon warriors from his unit were chosen to undergo augmentation process, which he was later part of the raid on Enterprise, which designed to destroy the Starfleet ship, but much aware that it would look accidental. Marab was apprehended during the mission and subsequently convinced to help Starfleet gain new access to the Kuvat colony, where the research into the Klingon augment virus was taking place. And then we've got the tech specs, which you know is cool, highlighting various things. Things are getting a bit lackluster of late, you know, it's just showing you torpedo launcher, bridge, warp core, warp nacelles, that kind of thing. Klingon operated a number of different types of ships in the 22nd century. These included D5 class battlecruiser, the Bird of Prey, Raptor class scout vessel, and a transport ship. It could accommodate about 40 passengers and one-person scout ship, such as the one Clang crashed on Earth in 2051. Klingon augments were operated out of the Kuvat colony, a settlement that had a population of several million Klingons. Death penalty. When one of the Klingon augments, Marab, learned Lieutenant Reed lied to his captain, said that Reed was lucky to still be alive. Marab revealed that a Klingon betrayed their captain would be executed immediately. As with other Klingon ships of the area, it was likely that the augments kept live food aboard their ship from boar-like livestock known as tags. These animals were kept in tag pits that were presumably adjacent to the galley. And then we've got designing the attack ship, which is pretty cool. I like this section. One of my favourite sections of the magazine, showing you all the various designs of it all coming together there. Lovely sort of, is that painting? Yeah, it's painting of the final ship. And then we've got some various other designs that kind of look a bit Romulan, if I'm honest. Still pretty cool. And then the Klingon forehead solution. Again, like I say, it explains the fact that, you know, the Klingons had flat foreheads in the original series and then bumpy foreheads by the motion picture. This explains what happened, which is quite a good idea. It's also explained in the episode, the Augments and Divergence. And then we've got a bit more, goes into a bit more there. And then we've got on screen, the first appearance is Affliction, that's the episode I'm talking about. Affliction and Divergence. Trivia: James Avery starred as General Kavag in the Enterprise episode Affliction and Divergence. Avery is perhaps better known for his role as Philip Banks, rich uncle to Will Smith's character, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Meanwhile, actor John Shuck, who played Antak in some episodes, had previously played Klingon ambassador in Star Trek 4 and Star Trek 6. as well as legh in Deep Space Nine episode The Maquis Part 2. The creator of Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane, is a huge Star Trek fan and made a brief cameo appearance in Affliction as Rivers, as an engineer on Columbia NX-02. Because the card of him on the Star Trek 2nd edition card mentions Family Guy. Well, it does it in such a way that it says, you know, he was a family guy, you know. Star Trek Deep Space Nine episode Trials and Tribulations, Chief O'Brien and Dr. Bashir considered why the Klingons in the original series era had smooth foreheads. O'Brien hypothesized it was some kind of genetic engineering, while Bashir postulated that it was due to a viral mutation. In the episode Affliction reveals they were both correct, which is cool. So that's the magazine for this week, and then we get the Klingon ship itself. Now, there you go. Very green, very Klingon. It's sort of a cross between a Vocha class attack cruiser, Vocha class attack cruiser, and a bird of prey with a little bit of tlhIngan in there for good measure as well. It's sort of like they've thrown every Klingon ship they could and thrown it in together, which is pretty cool. It looks really cool. Like a really fierce attack ship, like it is in the episode. But the detail on these are just amazing. I'm looking at the sort of the feather armor plating and the disruptor cannons and these sort of like plasma conduits, I'm guessing. And then you've got a clear plastic main deflector dish here. And you've got clear plastic impulse engines at the back. But even so, this is a good model. Why couldn't the legh be like this? You know, this is really good. Like with all these, you know, these like plasma conduits and stuff like that. I mean, even on the sort of neck section. I mean, even on the underside is just beautiful. But all this, you know, really nice, moulding. There we go. I couldn't think of the word then. All this moulded detail is just brilliant. And then you've got these like sharp points there, actually quite sharp. But there's no mould lines hardly anywhere. I mean, there is one there, but that could be like a cargo bay door, you could say, you know, or an entrance ramp or something. But yeah, it's a really nice little ship. It's a really nice looking starship. I mean, you could have put that in any game, Star Trek Online, for example. Call that an attack ship, and I'd go, yep, I'd believe that. And it comes with the obligatory base, and it says Klingon attack ship on the bottom there. That's all it says. So, and it fits to the stand thusly, and you know, it's really nice. I think, really, really, really cool. Like I say, it's definitely Klingon. It's got bits of birds of prey, bits of Vocha class, bits of tlhIngan class, all thrown in for good measure. And you know what? It's really nice. And I just wish the legh could have been made to this standard, this quality. But you know, I'm hoping there's a second production run on that and the Enterprise C. I'm still hung up on that, aren't you? Can't you? I can't talk today. Been at work. That's what it is. I'm a bit knackered. So yeah, it's really good. Well worth picking. If you cherry picking just Federation ships and Klingon ships, this is definitely one to pick up. I think because it just looks so nice. It just looks really cool. I mean, I'm sort of sectioning my ships off now. I've you know, I put the Cardassian ships together, the Dominion ships together, the Klingon ships together. I mean, at present there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Klingon ships. So, I mean, they're getting there. They're getting there. Is it 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 Klingon ships. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's me. That's the Klingon Augments Ship, and I will catch you later. Bye for now.